Check. Okay. So, hello everyone. Good evening and happy Wednesday night. I'm back again to our continuous build keyboard event in the February month, and we are coming to the the fifth of this month. And yes, for tonight we are gonna build 40% keyboard called Hydra. So basically, this is the 40% keyboard that's actually I don't really get into the 40% keyboard, but maybe for some of you who likes smaller layout of keyboard, that might be suit with you. And yes, I think for me personally, I bought really not too often to build this such kind of keyboard layout. And yeah, we will see it. And this is the first time I built this board. I mean the Hydra. But before that, I was experienced build the same 40% keyboard, but actually, at the time I was build it offline. I mean, not streaming, but yeah. This keyboard is coming to my list, and yeah, we're gonna build it tonight. So, hello everyone, welcome, and yeah, I hope you're doing well. Let me change the scenes. Okay, it's my daily forever board. Okay, so let me bring you the board. Basically, this is the really simple board. So we are not doing any unboxing, so I'll just bring in the board. So here's the case for Hydra. So this case is actually the 3D printed uh, material. So it is not alu or stack acrylic, but instead of that, this is the 3D printed made. So as you can see, it is the solid kind of. I'm not sure what the material is. It plastic or what? But this case is made by 3D printed, and here is the layout. Okay, I'm not opening it yet. But yeah, this is really simple. So we are gonna build this board. For the mounting of this board is using the top mount. So if you can see here, there's marks for the screw in every edge. Like this, yeah, this is the screw mounting. So it is have 1, 2, 3, 4, only for top mount screw, I guess. And for the plate, I'm not sure what the material it is, like the FR4, but let me confirm it first. So the plate is graphol P black with black color, but not sure about the material, but it calls graphoply. Maybe set like the polycarbonate or something, but not sure about the plate. But it is really flex, so almost like the not flexier than the FR4. But yeah, we will check it out later. So here is the case, and then the other things is the PCB itself. This is the Hydra 40% PCB with dragon, maybe dragon skulls, or yeah, if you can see here, made by McFault. This is the name Hydra. Project chain. So here's the back, really simple PCB with the huge flex slot in the middle. the V1. So here is really simple PCB, and this is the solder PCB. So we are gonna do the solder build for tonight. And yeah, what else? Maybe okay, so we are gonna prepare for the step first. And also for this PCB, as per request from the client, we're gonna apply the switch pad from MKID. So it is the black color variant for solder. So if you are gonna plan to purchase any switch pad, so there's a hot swap version and the solder version. So I think the difference is the cutout between the solder and the hot swap version. And the material is the poron or LE20 poron with 0.50 millimeter thickness and 120 pieces. Yeah. Okay, so let me bring the step. So we are gonna using the 3U steps for this build. So we're gonna install the 3U step right here, right here. So we are gonna using the split space bar, 3U on the right and also 3U on the left, and there is 1U on the middle. So as you can see here, if you notice that we have the encoder mounting right here, encoder on the middle, also we have on the top left, and then also we have on the top right. But for this build we are not gonna using the encoder, so this PCB just remind me to the previous Snoop's PCB that I was built before. So it have encoder placement on the middle and also on the top right corner. But honestly, on the Snoops, I cannot configure how to use the encoder. But luckily, on this build, we are not gonna using encoder things to the PCB. So yeah, it will be a normal build. I mean the normal switches with the 40% layout. Okay, and for the stabilizer, we are gonna using the cherry, I guess. Let me check it. Yes, cherry screw in using housing, I mean, for the T3U silver. Yeah. Okay, so it is the cherry step, standard cherry stem. So we on the stem we gonna cut the prong in this, like doing some modding to the step. Okay, so let me prepare it, and we are not yet tuning the wire, so let we tuning it first. So it is only 2 pair of steps, so it will be taking not long time. I wish. Okay, so let me check it first. So as always, if you have any question, just write down on the chat. So I guess this is the second build keyboard that I was built that using the 3U steps, because only few keyboards, I mean in some layout that using the 3U spacebar. So most of the keyboard uh, usually have the 40% layout and maybe the 60% that using this kind of step size, the 3U size. So basically the stabilizer is almost the same, so the difference is only the wire itself. So it is the 3U wire. So if you have planned to build any board with a 3U stabilizer size, you might use any stabilizer, but you have to make sure you have the 3U wire. I think there is good. Hello Iswara, welcome bro. Iswara, welcome to the stream. So if only you want to change the housing with like Durock or the TX step, you can do it, but still using the same wire. This is the regular wire, so there's no different except the size. Okay. Okay, we got it. One more. Okay, not yet. Okay, not yet. Let me adjust it a bit. Okay. Need a little bit adjustment on the left. Need a little bit adjustment on the left. Okay, we got it. We got it. Let me put the wire on the safe place. And then before we looping the housing of the stabilizer, I think we need to install the foam pad first. Will be easily. Okay, so we have used one piece has been used for this one. Okay, so we have 3 layer foam, 3 piece, and yeah, I hope it will be covering up all the steps. So let's install this pad. Okay. Okay. So, so I just noticed there is no wait, there is no hole for the pin, switch pin, in the copper pin, and I think I don't really like this uh, because if we are using some kind of pad foam right here, you can see there is no hole for the pin switch, for the copper one, the copper pair. And if we do this on the solder board, uh, the foam, there's possibility the foam will be melting if we are applying solder to the switch on the installing process. So actually I don't really like the foam like this. So maybe I think it is best if you choose the soldering version, I mean the hot swap version for the switch pad like this one, because previously on our build for the hex 4B, so the PCB has been applying for on switch pads on the PCB, and I was desoldering it, but luckily the hot swap version have some holes to the for the switch pin, so it will not melting if we are applying a solder on this PCB. Like, let me compare a bit. I think I have the hot swap version from the for the switch pad, so let me bring it to you. Okay, so here is mine, the same switch pad, but it is the hot swap version. Okay, so if we compare the shape like this, so if you can see, there is a lot of hole on this pad compared to this one. So it should be this one. It should be the for the hot swap version, because there is no possibility to the phone to heating up on the hot swap. So I like maybe actually we can use the the hot swap version for any solder board or solder PCB to avoid the switch pad is melting when we are applying tin or soldering the switch. Yeah, it is what it is. So the client just sent me this one. But how if? Oh, no. This is not mine. So let's stick to the build. We are just installing the default platform. But bingung ya. Are we gonna use my foam, my switch foam? Because I'm afraid, Tartarus. Hello Taufik, welcome. Because what I'm afraid about this foam, if in the future the client or the owner want to desolder this board, it will be a bit hard to remove the switches, because yeah, I believe the foam will be melting when we are applying some heating to this one. So do we have enough foam for this? So let me check. Okay, so problem. So do we have enough foam for this one? Actually, this is my personal foam. Let me see what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 5, 35. Should be enough to sheet of this should be enough for the 40 layout. Okay, so bro, I will give you 2 pieces of this foam. Luckily we have the same material, which is the poron. So I will give you 2 pieces of this, because I'm afraid you are gonna have some difficulty on desoldering this board in the future if you have this kind of switch pad. So let me remove it and change. And also, wait. Vic, how was the F1? Is everything good? Yeah, it's good. Nice. So you don't need Geliga balsam? Kind of like, okay. So lucky for you. So maybe I will do some. Wait. I will do some documentation right here, so the client should know about what I mean right here. So unfortunately, the owner of this board cannot see our streaming tonight because he have another schedule. So, but actually, the notes for this build is also very clear. So, but it is will increase how it's on the F1. Yeah, I think you can use it for the just swapping it to the hot swap PCB. And also you can try to like adjust the if you're gonna stay with the using the clamp tools, you can try to move or changing the position of your clamp to get like yeah another feeling or sound maybe. Because I just forgot to notice to you that on the clamp on the clamp version of F1 or the area near the clamp to any switch is a bit different with the other, so you might find some like uneven sound maybe to the switch that near the clamp. But I just swap the PCB using the hot swap. Okay, so you just swap it. So I just bought the visual increase how it's all around. Okay, so I think it will be good, but not sure. I personally I've never tried the TTC wild, but from what I hear, that's that's a great switch. And also I believe Mike also have the TTC wild, but from what I know, he is currently not using it on on his board. Oh, okay, some moves purpose only five clamp. Okay. Yeah, but I think for the clamp mounting of F1, it's kind of almost similar mounting system like the maybe it can be the top mount and or it can be a sandwich for the mounting, but it's kind of similar to that. I don't really like Holocene Airpods. It's too loud. Yeah, maybe. Because basically on the default config of F1, it tend to be high pitch. I mean, for some switch, so you have to choose the right variant of switch if you want to compare to the default config of F1. But honestly, I appreciate a lot to Gion work that creating such as clamp mounting, but not sure is it becoming the preference for an F1 user. And also for this kind of switch pad modding, honestly, I don't really like to apply any foam to my keyboard actually. But I think the terms of using this switch pad is better than any regular like the PE foams. So the PE foam is like now. Is that makes another 40%? Is no, is not. This is not belong to Mike. This is belong to other person. I think Mike is just enough with 40%. He should find another layout. And I believe he is already like for the brain to for it is 40% layout. Okay, let me check for the layout. Okay, nice. So we are using split backspace on here. Okay. And so I believe I can send. I am not sending. I will contact Handy, the owner of MKAD, just to make not to make, just to send him feedback regarding the solder version of switchpad on this one, because actually it's not really ideal for the solder version, which is it doesn't have any cut out, not cut out, I mean the hole cut for the pin switch. Or maybe just sell the switch pad for the hot swap version, because actually it is working on both of PCB version, I mean both or for the solder and the hot swap one. Let me grab other tweezer. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we are have enough switch pad since this is the only a 40% board. So to apply this kind of switch pad, it also train us to become more detailed because it should be placed on the proper position. Hello. Something by say hi. Hello. Hello, Mr. Bagir. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so first time chatter. So thank you for coming. Thank you very much. So I believe I just received your switches, which is the G Pro Brown, Cateron G Pro Brown. But I haven't lubing the switches yet. But wait, we're placing on the wrong position. Yeah, thank you. And let me bring you the jar, the switch jar. So you get the I think maybe on the Friday. Yes, this is the switch. It is already arrived to my place, and it is the I guess this is the Valentine edition of the switch container from MK80. So you will get this container. Oh, the keyboard, yeah, no problem. Maybe on Friday, yeah, we still have enough time. So you will get this after. I will send you this after I finish with build your board. This is such cute design. Okay. Oh, do you deliberate to purchase 100 of switch just to get this container, switch container? But actually, it's really nice that MKAD just creating their taming switch container like the sticker one, because it have many variant and many design. So sometimes they have like this one. This is the Valentine edition, maybe. We are using. Wait. Oh, we are just putting the right. Yeah, I don't need 1 hours. No worries, because yeah, sometimes if you want to build the keyboard, you should prepare for the spare switches. So like if you wanna build a 65% keyboard, you might purchase like amount the safest amount is like 70 pieces. So if you are using TKL you or 75%, you may purchase about, yeah, like 90 at least. So if you purchase for the 100 piece, I think it will be covering up for the maximum is for uh 180 or the compact full size keyboard. One, two, three right here, and this is the 3U should be okay. Should be here on the middle. So I believe you live in Bali. Is that true? How is Bali? Is everything okay there? And actually, I have friends in Bali, and he said that recently the weather there is not too good. Like, yeah, sometimes it's rainy and sometimes it's hot. Yeah, terrible. Bali's one season is kind of sucks. Yeah. Okay. So it's yeah. So where do you live in Bali? I mean the the location. So honestly, I was went to Bali maybe around 2 years ago. So I have like company trip to there. So in Canggu for now. Oh, Canggu. I'm not sure. I know well about the place. In COVID times, no, it's before the COVID time. So I was visit Bali before the COVID time. Maybe more than 2 years, maybe 3 years ago. I kind of forgot it. Okay, we have this, and we will add the one U on the center. Okay. So Bagir, do you I mean, do you born in Bali or just you did you born actually do you born in Bali? Oh, you just moved here in July last year, work here. Oh, nice. So, from my experience, the first time I was visit on Bali, I think that all kind of food in Bali is a bit expensive. This is the place where everyone is go there, like from the overseas. But actually, not. There is a lot of affordable food in Bali and have a good taste. But Bali also, I think, uh, almost the majority road in Bali is really like what is there's a lot of like ya banyak gang lah di sana tuh, like the small road. Ah, okay. Yeah, the road is really small, so if I think if the tourists just yeah hanging around in Bali area, so the driver should be like choosing the right road because if we are choosing the wrong with the bigger vehicle, it will be like really hard to just like turn around and things. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. So go back and said. But for me, actually, I was using like the travel car. So the last time I was visiting Bali, so we have like a company trip, and yeah, we just ride the travel car, and which is the it is the big size of kind of vehicle. The traffic is all pretty bad if you go by car. Oh, okay, nice info. So hopefully I have. I hope I will have any any time maybe in the future to visiting Bali again because yeah I think the place is really nice to get holiday or just yeah just staying around. So like the hotel and yeah many place in Bali is really nice. Have a nice like yeah we can We can pick any affordable place to stay with a nice view. Okay, okay, I will do it. Okay, thank you, Ro. So yeah, I think we are just finished to install the switch pad things on this PCB, and then the next is we're gonna we're gonna to install the stabilizer. And also, Bagir, do you use did you use the how long you that have been used the your keyboard like the Noir one? Do you have other spare keyboard like other board to use? Is that the same? The keyboard I'm using my old Ducky one. It's much nicer. I don't know why. Yeah, but yeah, I think I agree with you because I was doing a lot of Ducky keyboard build like at the first time I like starting this hobby. I was like modding a lot of Ducky like the Ducky 2-1 and Ducky what it is I forgot the number the variant, but I believe I was experienced handling for the 60% and the Ducky 12 SF and the full size. I also ever modding it. Oh, you have the full size with cherry below. Okay, nice. So you are the clicky guys, the clicky guy. And honestly, I think for every Ducky PCB, it is more easy for us to desolder. Like the default Ducky PCB is tend to be easier to desolder rather than other pre-built keyboard, from my experience. Okay, so before we install or looping the switches, I mean the steps, I will do cutting the prong of the stem leg. So I'm using the cutting nails. I don't know. Okay. Oh, so you move from blue switch to the brown switch. Okay. But I think you should try for the linear one. Linear is so good. I mean, like, uh, the majority of people in this hobby, I believe it's using the linear switch, and yeah, that's why there is many of linear switch variant that are available on the market since yeah, linear switch is pretty popular in this hobby, I believe. And once you ever try the linear switches, I believe you will change your mind about any kind of switch. It's too noisy. Yeah, I believe it. So red is linear. Yeah, red is linear, but actually there is a lot of linear like there is a lot of linear switch linear on the market other than cherry. Like cherry is the basic for the linear option that you may found on the pre-built keyboard. But the fact is there's a lot of linear switch on the market. So like they have different kind of like switch material, and also they have it has many variant of the spring, and yeah, the feeling is different from each other. Okay, I think that's enough. Let me see again. Okay. I think I need to clean it a bit. So just to make sure the stem is evenly on the bottom. So it is been a long time since I'm not doing this kind of mod, because I believe nowadays people prefer to use like the TX stabilizer or the Durock for any kind of like screwing step. But yeah, some people just love cherry, cherry steps. Go try it then. Oh yeah, you better try it sometimes, especially if you have the hot swap keyboard. I mean the hot swap PCB. It will be easier to you if you want to like doing some experiment or you're just trying any other switches. The rest you disappoint with them. Oh, why? You might try it. You may you might share to me, because I believe there is no other person watching this. Watch. I was trying a local brand, but quality is not there. So what's the problem with your board? But to be honest, I was experienced build the Neuer, what Neuer Z1, just not registering all. Oh, okay. I think you have the oldest one with the Otemu Otemu pin maybe, but not sure. But I believe Neuer just doing some a lot of improvement on it is switches. I mean it is board lineup. But the last thing that I remember about Neuer is I just doing like installing the Milmax hot swap socket to Neuer. Sometimes it's not smooth to press. Okay. So if you're having some issue when you're trying to type, like, yeah, I believe if you just like using the keyboard for some of period, I believe the problem is come from the switches, it's not the board. Except if you experience the issue on the first time you're using the board, yeah, it maybe comes from the board. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, I will try it after the board is coming. Let's hope it's the suit. Yeah, because we have to make sure it first. But I believe the problem is coming from the switch. Like usually after, if we are using like any board in like some of period of time, like me personally, my board, I was changing my switches after like 1 years, maybe almost 1 year and a half after using it daily for, yeah, for a lot of typing things. Yeah, the switches is just like, yeah, we I think just I have to change it for like all of the switch, because yeah, it uh, the issue is coming like just it is not registering, and maybe sometimes double click, and yeah, it is normal for the switch that have like kind of usage. So let me bring to you the I see you Paulinus from Nov. Oh, it is a long time. So I believe that the problem is just because the switch. The keyboard is just working fine. You can use it. You can still use it. But I'm kind of curious about the like the last time you just posting the image with the one of the keycaps just have the different height from each other. But I'm not sure why is that. I don't know what happened. Because the last time there is a person that contacted me that he said that hey man, my keyboard is having some problem, and yeah, and I just asking, so what is the problem? So he said that yeah, my keyboard is sometimes is not registered when he's clicking, and yeah, and the LED things is not working, and after he's sending me his board and I check it, and yeah, luckily the only one problem is the switches. So it is exactly like I was guessed before, but yeah, I need to see the like the keyboard by physically like the I have to check the PCB and yeah, other things to make sure. So what's the problem? And it is just like what I guessed before. So the main problem is the switches. So it just need to changing the switches, and yeah, everything is just going back to normal. And also if you have the same problem like you have been using any board for a long time of period with yeah the same switch, and if you find your keyboard have some issue with your switch, like some of the switch is just randomly like not working properly, so I will suggest you to changing to changing all the switches on your board, because we cannot make sure that which one is the switch will be like doing problem. So if you have any keyboard that you've been using for a long time period, and you find that the switches is not working properly, like you just have to I will recommend you to just changing the overall of the switches, just to make sure you don't like doing like the assembly your keyboard many times, too many times. So like if you are changing your switch at the same time, I mean the overall switches, so you will get the new switch switch to use with the same times. So if you change it separately, like yeah, you just change the broken switch one and one and one, it will be randomly because we have the old switch there in our board. So yeah, it could be die anything, any time. Yeah, but that will be annoying. Yeah, that's why. So it is better if we are just changing the overall of the switches. So we don't have to find the issues. Because I have once time ago, it is maybe years ago, I have a client who have the same problem with his board, but the keyboard is like the pre-built solder version keyboard. Like he just report to me that he had some problem with the board. Like yeah, some of the switches is just not working properly. So he just planning to changing separate like the some of the switch, but not the overall. And after I changing the switch that he just like uh, he's just suspect that the switch is have some problem. And then after we changing separately, I mean the switches, and after I sending back the keyboard, a few days after he trying the board, he just like, oh man, the other switch is just like that. But honestly, I was suggest to him just why you don't to change the overall the switches. But yeah, he said that yeah, I have a limited budget for the board. But yeah, honestly, if you if you're using a lot the board, you have to prepare for that things. I mean, for any board, I mean, any board, any kind of switches, it have a like usage time, and you have to prepare for that. Dang, that sucks. Yeah. So the client was sending me almost 3 times after he just find the same issue with the board. And after the third time, I just say, okay, so you just regret what I said before. That's why why don't you just changing the overall switches so you don't have you don't have come back to me 3 times. You can tell basically, yeah, exactly, exactly true. Okay, we have this one. Okay. Okay, we just finished to look the stabilizer. So now we can install it to the PCB. So here we is the PCB that we have just installed the switch pad to the surface. So like you can see for the hot swap version of switch pad, so there is some gap to the PCB pad. So it is safer for the soldering version of PCBs. Okay. So I need my screwdriver here. Wait. Wait. Okay, so we can test for the PCBs, but I believe we have to wait. So I believe we have to took the plate from the case. One, two, three, four. Smuggler's not following. Oh, okay. Thank you, bro, for following. Okay, then belum following. Gak masalah. So it is the, I believe, this is the acrylic material. So it is different with the case. This is the 3D printed, and we have the acrylic on the bottom. Let me take off the plate. Three D printed? Yes. So the case, I mean this case is made by 3D printed. But I believe, okay, thank you, Geekshow, for the following. But I believe for any 3D printed case, it might some like a bit special treatment, not special treatment, like just it is a bit fragile in if we want to compare to other material of case. But I think for this case is thick enough in terms of the 3D printed. Who I don't know. You can actually this is not made by me. It is sending by the client, but I'm not too sure where he is creating this case things. But I believe he have the main like the main file for the case, and he just use other service of 3D printing to create this case. But this is the first time I'm building the 3D printed case. But it is thick enough for a keyboard case, so I believe it have a little bit stronger on the construction, as long as you don't drop it. Okay, so here is the PCB. It is really flex. It is like the palm plate, but let me make sure what is the name. Forgot it. Okay, so it is the graphopoly. So I think the graphopoly material is like it is almost like the polycarbonate, but I think it is more flexier than polycarbonate. Okay, let me install it. Like so. Let me put again the back case. Okay, and let me bring you the switches. So we have the Jwick Black, the linear Jwick Black Ultimate with the smoky top housing variant. All the components shipped from outside Indonesia. I believe for the PCB is made by somewhere or vendors from out for overseas. I mean the outside Indonesia, but it is also have the case with the alu material, but I'm not sure because the client just creating their own case, maybe just to save some amount of money to build this board. Okay, let me test for the plate. Okay, so first impression about this plate, it have less grip to these Jwick switches. It have less grip. So I hope the plate is just not collapse after we are finishing build this board, because it is less grippier than the any kind of plate, like not any kind of plate, like this version it's just less grippy to the switches. And also we are not using the plate foam, but I'm hoping there is no significant issues to this plate. Okay, I think that's enough to testing the steps. So we'll be continue to install the other switches after we testing steps. And this we are gonna using my my personal keycap since the client didn't send me the switches. I mean the keycap set, but luckily, after I checking my unused keycap set, I just found that okay, we have the 3U spacebar size, so we can test it. I see. Okay, let me test for the step. So we are using the PBT keycap. Okay, I think PCB, not PCB. The step is just working fine. Okay, so we can start to install all the rest of this switch. So since the plate have less grip to the switches, so the positive things if we are doing desoldering things on the in the future, it should be more easier to pull up the switch or take it off after when we are doing desoldering things. Well, I'm gonna head out. Nice talking to you guys. Okay, thank you, bro. Bye here. We will meet you again, and also I will prepare your board on the third weeks of this build event. And yeah, see you again. Thank you very much. Cool. Kia. See you. Halo, halo, sangat telat nih Geek Show. Enggak, kok nggak telat, orang nyolder aja belum. Welcome, welcome bro. Bikin bener-bener pelan sih suaranya. Really? Check, check. But actually it is uh, check, check. Maybe it is not the mic. It is my voice. Halo Geek Show. Selamat datang. Apa kabar? Maybe. Iya. So, Geek Show. I'm afraid I'm guessing the wrong person. Do you the owner of this board? Yeah, yeah, okay. So you're just actually verifying your account. Nice. Wait, wait. No, it is late night. I cannot. Bisa digerebek, bro. But yeah, my mic is just right in front of me. Should be loud. So honestly, the first time I just received your board, I just planning that, yeah, maybe I will just like build it and soldering it and not doing any typing test, since I don't think that I have the keycap set for this kind of layout. But after I checking for a moment, I just realized that I have the 3U space bar, and I honestly I never use it before, so this is the first time I'm using this keycap. This is the unused keycap set that I never used before. Just it is only for like display purpose, so I don't use it for daily keycap. Cute board Kajahta, yes, welcome bro. It is cute board, yes, it is. It is for who's like the layout, but we'll try to typing on this, but not sure if I can type it flawlessly. Okay, let me check. I use, oh, so you use 40. The problem is the 3U space. Yeah, like all, not many keycap set have the 3U keycap size. Like the, if you know the GMK keycap, like it have the it has the 3U size keycap, but the stem mounting is the same at the two not 2U, maybe the 220, yeah, 2U, I mean the 2U size for the GMK keycap. But the keycap that have the 3U stem size is maybe not really not really often. So Kjeta, what kind of keyboard? What kind of 40% keyboard that you use? Kira and all one you Kira. I'm not honestly I'm not getting to the 40% keyboard or uh, but I think if you are the 40% keyboard lovers, you might be recognize the P3D store. So the P3D store is just selling a lot of like the unique layout, maybe the smaller unique layout of board. Like in the past time, I was built the, what is called the name of the board? Like the brain is the brain, yeah, brain keyboard if you know. So P3D store is just have, it's like the heaven for any kind of 40% keyboard lovers. Totally, yes. Okay, I believe we are just install the switches on the correct place. And now we can just start the soldering. Very fine. Oh, okay. So the Kira is the split ergo keyboard, 40%. Nice. It is nice actually. Cute layout. But after you're using or you get into the 40 layout, you I believe you will not changing to any layout, and you will just stick with the layout. Okay, and then so let me grab my cutting pad before we soldering these things. Okay, so here is the cutting mat. Just to save my desk mat to any kind of damage. Okay, here is my soldering iron, and we have tip cleaner. So prepare my fume extractor, and then my soldering wire right here. We're just turning on soldering. Soldering iron is on, and then yeah, we are ready. So let me drink. Oh, nice. Okay, ready to solder. Stay hydrated. Okay, thank you, thank you. And also, I want to vape for a moment. Honestly, I'm not a smoker. I was quitting smoking like just maybe more than 5 years ago, and now I'm just changing to vape things. Oh, sorry, you already smoke. Yes, but different smoke. I cannot enjoy it. Passive. Okay. Okay, I think we can start it. Okay, let me make sure the layout first. So it is the same as the request using the split. Yes, and we're good to go. Okay, so there's no bending pin. Okay, so turn on my fume extractor. It will be a bit noisy for a moment. Okay. I think we are just done with the soldering things. Yeah, let me clean these things a bit. Okay. Let me check. Okay, nice. So fast, yeah, I'm fast. Okay, it's now time to prove. So I believe this PCB is using file to configure or yeah, changing way. There's a tape. So before we install the plate and PCB to the board or to the case, we're just gonna testing it first. So it is time to prove. Okay, I just connect it. So let me open file. Did I have it? Yeah, we have file. We already have file, but it is really often that and as you can see on the screen, file is just activated. So it is the sign that the PCB is just registered. And we have where's the matrix? Okay, we have the matrix tester right here. Okay, so all the switches is just working fine, PCB just working fine, no issues, perfect, yes, perfect as always. So we have delete backspace right here and delete. I think it is more nice if we just like switching this backspace to the corner right and delete for this position, enter right here, left shift up. Okay, everything just normal, control LGE alt, and yeah, I don't think for the typing test, let's just set it as default. We just need the alt pass and also the backspace, and yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, so the rest I think you can or the owner can adjust it by itself. Okay, so let me bring to you the case and just unplug this. Okay, it's pretty simple build. So since it is the 3D print case, so I think we don't have to give that like amount of pressure to the mounting, since the material is a bit fragile. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, that's enough. And then let we install the back cover or the bottom cover. Okay, nice, that's enough. Let me check for the USB position. So it is really nice. It sits properly on the hole of the USB. So we don't have to worry about the interference issues, I think. Let me check it. Okay, that's clear. Okay, so the next things is let me clean up again my table from unused part. Like, just put my mat, no need foam, and these things. Yeah. And next is let me bring my keycap set, and hopefully we can covering up this layout. And one thing that I just note that this keyboard doesn't have any angle. Like it is really flat from front and the back. It's kind of remind me to the tofu bamboo's case. So the case doesn't have any angle. So it is really flat board. And it is just like not my cup of tea. So let's see. Can I typing on this board? So let me unbox my unused keycap set. So this is just for display purpose. So it is the PBT keycap. So let me make sure the layout. Okay. I have one flat board with S-Apples. Really love it. Okay, so I think you have a good hand because I don't. I'm not. I think I'm not really comfortable with this kind of like the angle. So I don't really like the really flat keyboard. So at least it have minimum is like 4 degree. I like the keyboard with the 4 degrees layout. Is for example it is available on the Matrix keyboard, and also maybe like the 6 degree and 5 degree is also comfortable to typing on. But on the flat, I'm not too sure. That's maybe for me, but for you who like it, maybe yeah, it's every person have their own style and weight. Okay, I can see there's a lot of amount of flex since we are just only have 4 mounting of screw, like right here on the every edge. So we just only have 4 mounting of top mount right here. So the middle position of the switch really flex. Cerebral is kind of small, okay. But my friend that have the brain keyboard, I mean the 40% keyboard, actually he is using the SA profile keycap, and he said yes, yeah, I'm enjoying using the SA profile with the 40s, and it is just sounds, yeah, good. But honestly, I'm also really like how the feeling of the SA profile in like the normal layout keyboard, like the 65 and even more, or the higher layout. Okay. So we have the maybe try key set or color on each side. But honestly, I don't have any spare keycap set that might fit with this one, because even though this is the like the affordable or the cheapest keycap set, but this one have almost cover any kind of keyboard layout. So maybe we'll just stick with that. Okay, for the tab, this is the wrong tab. Yes. But do you have a keycap set for this board, bro? I believe you have it because it's your board. GH. So the tab is, I believe it is like 1.5 size, and it is JK, should be here. Okay, correct. And then keyboard 2/5. Yes, it's like the brick. The size of this board is like bricks things. Rai, welcome Rai. Thank you for coming. Okay, and then let me find. So until this time, I am not really sure that I can covering up this kind of keyboard layout. But let me see. Bosan, belum ada yang menarik ya kan keyboard. Lah, bukannya banyak kemarin. Ada Singa KBD, ada Monoke, kan banyak. But I believe during this year there will be a lot of interesting keyboards. So I was checking the Geek Hack regularly, like almost every day, and I see there is a lot of interest check for the new upcoming board. But maybe it have to be match with your likes. Arrow. interesting. I will honestly, for me personally, I'm waiting for the Kohaku goodbye run. So hopefully I have a chance to get the board, but not sure. We will see it. So I really waiting for Kohaku board this year. Okay, do we have other side? Raffle? Yes, should be. But I hope it will be a group buy, not a raffle. Do we have return? Can we use just this? No, it's wrong size. Do we have the perfect size for this? This is no. Man, I'm bad on comparing for this keyboard. Maybe try to check Swiss board on GeekHack. Swiss board, not sure about the board. What kind of layout is that? The Swiss board. This one maybe. Waduh, random banget nih ya. It's really random. For that side, use caps lock control. Right now, this size, caps lock, really? No, it won't fit, even though the tab. Okay, you mean this side? Caps. Okay, correct. On the other side, Kang. Which one? This one? Let's see. Caps lock. Where is the? This is yeah, okay. Yeah, for what? Is fit? No. Okay, let me find for the other switch first, or the other keycap. Like here, and let's put it right here. This is really random. Random sets. Yeah, as long we can covering up these things. For the left is just use control. Really? Yeah, let me see. Okay, correct. Okay, I'm really bad to covering up this layout. Okay, we can just use control, and maybe we can try like the alt key right here. Yes, it fits. Nice. And this one, can we use this? This is too small. How about this one? What kind of keycap we can use? Should be this. This is like too small. Control one. Backspace no. How about this one? This is too small. Caps lock. I don't have any caps lock spares with. Okay, but I have this one. Should be fit. Okay, this one is fit. Okay. So let me grab my switch puller. Wait. Just to change the position of this one. Super. Control. Super. We have the Alt. Okay. Do we have like, okay, maybe that's enough. My webinars include with it. Oh, no worries, bro. Because I just like adding like I'm just like not really. Okay, this one, and this one. I just put the optional for the keycap on this event. But yeah, I just like the nut. I just like I lost effort. So intinya gue kira apa namanya bakalan apa nggak akan pakai keycap tadinya, tapi ternyata bisa juga kita pakai ini. Okay, this really flex, so maybe you can like see here. So there is a lot of amount of flex in the middle. It's really bouncy. Oh man, like yeah, if you can see it is really bouncy. The keyboard. Okay, so this is a bit challenging, so let me try to typing on this kind of layout. Can I? So let me zoom a bit my camera, so you will just see it more clear. It's really a random keycap sets, but the point is we can covering up this board with the keycap. Okay, so we're just finished the build of this keyboard. Let me changing the scenes. Okay, so we're just clearing the filter, and yeah, I guess you can hear my rooms volumes, and it's my computer fans noise, and this is my room situation right now. And then we're just finishing build this board. So it is the Hydra keyboard with the 3D print case, and the switches we are using is the Jwick Black Ultimate. So I've been looping the switch before with 25 grid 0, also the GPL 105 on the spring. And for the keycap, we are just using the PBT keycap. I forgot the name, but it is PBT material. And let me try typing on this. Let me turn down my mic. So here is sound of my fingers. Okay, so let me repeat. Okay, so here is the mod. Okay, so what do you think, guys? What do you think? So my initial point of view about this board, like I'm kind of not get in use for the B B case on this side because I usually use my right hand or right finger to press the B key, but it is far away on the left side or on the left columns of this board, so it is using the split in the middle. It is almost like the Alice layout, but I was forget to told you that detail of this board. So the thumb cluster is dropped down 0.25 U to more naturally fit the thumb on the resting area. Yes, it is, because the last time I'm installing the split space bar on the 70 or the 60% board using the same kind of 3U, same kind of this space bar cluster. So my thumb position is tend to be like on the 1U version on the 60% board or the regular 60% layout. So it's not to be a natural position. But in this kind of layout, it is more natural, since if you are using your right thumb to hit the space bar, it is more easiest to use. Or if you are using the left thumb for the space bar, and the middle or the 1U keycap, you can use it to set it to the changing the layer or something else. But for using the spacebar on the split keyboard, it is more proper on this kind of layout, unique layout. The only things that I concern is the B, the B position on this board is on the left side. So yeah, it is just about the preference. But for you guys who are the 40% user, you might like this kind of layout. Like it also have the arrow keys on this small layout. Nice. Arrow keys is nice. So okay, let me zoom out a bit. The one is just people who type B with the left hand finger. Yes, correct. But I am the right guy, right B. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, finally we just finished build our 5th board in this month. And this board should be the smallest layout in our schedule. This is the 40%. So the other board is like the regular 60% and also the 65. Some of them is the TKL board. So I'm guessing this is the smallest layout that we have on our event list to build the keyboard. So bro, what do you think? Is everything's okay with this? So we can continue to shipping this board to you so you can use it. Have this. Nice. Also, this board is really really lightweight. Not sure about the weight, but let me bring my scales, just in case you just curious with the weight, but it is really lightweight. Okay, so here is my scales. Turn it on. Okay. So here is the weight of the board. So it is only 417 grams. This is very lightweight compared to what we can compare to, yeah, my KBD 67 Lite. Like it is, yeah, just more weight bit. So it is only 600 gram fully built. But yeah, I like the lightweight board. So you can travel with this board like no hassle. No need to worry about carrying on some weight to your package. Okay, what the heck? Okay, guys, no worries. Okay, so we are just finished build the board. For me, the board is just too long. Really? Oh man. Okay, so this is too long, but I think this like a compact layout keyboard that I ever built, but still have the arrow key. So I think most of people still can use this board. Even me, if I have urgent situation, maybe I can use this one, but for daily usage, I'm not too sure I can do it for like my productivity things. But if this board or if this layout is for you, yeah, it's lucky for you that you can use this kind of layout. Because I believe not many people are using this kind of layout, but if you are using this one, is you are the great one that can use this layout too. So if this board is too long for you, I believe you have other smaller board than this one. Like I don't know, maybe 20% layout of keyboard if is existing. Okay, what time is it? Imagine the 10U board. Okay, I can imagine that. I cannot. Honestly, I can. Even for the 60% layout is like is not covering up my needs. The smallest layout that I can deal with is the 65% board. Okay, so like everyone, we are just like finishing build this board. So cyber was like not enough need arrow key, or that's why just choosing this layout. So it have arrow key with the smallest compact layout. So yeah, guys, we are almost in the midnight right now. So yeah, maybe we'll just finish build this board, and I hope you like the board. And thank you very much for all the viewers who come and join to my stream. I can come back from the auto. Okay, okay, nice for you. Okay, so we have another schedule which is on the Friday night. So we will be build the Frog TKL from Gion Works on the Friday, and I'm just preparing all the things like the switches. I need to loop some more of switches to the build, and yeah, we will see you again on Friday. And yeah, thank you very much for Ray, for Jigsaw, Lunaris, or yeah, our Prabu. You are not Prabu. I forgot your real name. Sorry. And yeah, thank you very much. And okay, Toyo, welcome. Welcome to the closing. Thank you for the stream. Oh yeah, thank you very much. And we will see you again on the Friday. Thank you very much. And yeah, maybe that's all, and see you again. Thank you very much. I don't think I have to rate other people because it is just going tonight. And yeah, we will see you again on the Friday. Don't forget to follow my Instagram. Don't forget also to follow my Twitch channel, and also I have YouTube only for typing tests. Maybe I regularly posting the typing test for any board that I've been built before, so you can check it. And yeah, thank you very much, and see you again on the next stream Friday. See you. Streaming will end on 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.